Dinarland highlights April 20, 2020. Pimpy. In June, the IMF, the World Bank, the United Nations and America are going to be meeting with the government and hopefully this new government of Iraq. The reason why to me this is interesting, these are all the key players, the big dogs, that need to decide on whether or not to remove the currency restriction that's on Iraq. Will they find that this government is stable? Will they feel confident in it? Will they remove the sanctions, restrictions on their currency and allow it to go ahead and be recognized internationally again? We need that to happen. I'm hoping it does because it's gonna bring a ton of speculator out of the woodwork to come and invest into this currency knowing that there is a ton of possible development in Iraq. So let's hope when they are recognized internationally that we see them immediately on the forex trading at the rate we want to see them trading at. General price index of the Iraq Stock Exchange. All you're looking at is the average weighted performances of all the stocks listed on the ISX for Iraq. That's all it is. For me as a stockholder, I love it because the more it increases in value the more valuable my stocks are. Bob the tax man. The situation in Iraq is getting desperate. Oil prices are below $30 now, they are cutting all government employees' income by half, and their government is scrambling to come up with an answer. While they cannot broadcast anticipating a gain in their currency to the public, every indicator is they are seriously considering that option. At least that would make the most sense. Jeff. Something significant has happened on the CBI website. What does it mean to delete the zeros? It does not mean removing or withdrawing from circulation. It's referring to deleting the zeros in the exchange rate. 0.00084 is the value of the US dollar against the dinar. If we took the zeros off the exchange rate it would become 84 cents. Overall I call this a rate change process and it's taking roughly 5 weeks. Why would it take so long? This was a multi-step process. CBI website, General Price Index of ISX, Iraq Stock Exchange transitioned from millions to billions. This new change structure was posted as of 4/13/2020 based on the math. The dinar is currently about 80 cents range. General index means it gauges a change in purchase power against the value of whatever currency its reference. Markets. I am hearing that it will be mid-May now for the rollout. Banking contacts, of course, still insist it's tomorrow, but government sources now say mid-May. Only 3 weeks away. At this point I would tend to believe my government contacts over my banking contacts. But they have to keep the bankers keyed up and ready for when it is time. I understand the reason for the misinformation. Man 23. Their coffers were low and now running dry. By law operating on a past budget since their parliament can't seem to get a quorum and function. So now paychecks will be rationed or simply cut off. They are in dire straits. They have nowhere to turn to borrow. Wells have dried up. Pun intended. So in past they complained about the costs of printing new money. So either they got it printed and ready, and if they don't, rut-row. But I believe they have plans to release before June. Second semester of financial year they can change. But never in the middle of a quarter. If anyone recalls when Shabibi was talking first of the year, they always put the delay date to June. Frank 26, Catfer. Question. Is the RIA arriving or is it approaching? It's arrived and it is with the CBI. It was brought to the CBI by the Fabs 4 and IMO by the pressure from the United States of America that has just recently been put on about a little over a month ago now. And it awaits a fully seated government that can present this new currency, this new rate for their economic crisis. The only reason the reinstatement has arrived at the CBI is because of what Donald Trump did recently. Iraqi dinar evaluation and global currency reset news. Dinar Chronicles. Courtesy of Dinar Gurus.